Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot on YouTube. I'm super happy to have you joining me here today. We are going to dive right into this pick a card. What are their thoughts and their feelings? I would encourage you at this time to think about the person whose thoughts and feelings you would like to know. There may be more than one person for some of you. And that's fine. You can choose more than one pile if you would like. But I'm just going to give you a moment to just sort of focus on your breath, join with the present moment, be here now, as Ram Dass says. Think about your person, focus on the piles, and allow yourself to be guided. All right, we are going to begin with our rose quartz pile over here. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. So, wow. You guys are getting new perspective, temptation, competition, redemption, conflict, and fresh start. I feel like someone from your past is, I think that there was some kind of conflict around this competition energy. Those two cards feel very related right here. Someone may have felt someone pulling away and thought that they were, interested in someone else. There may have been someone else for some of you. I feel like someone was tempted. I feel like I almost feel like someone was almost like seduced. Like, I don't feel like they're innocent, but I do feel like, there's something here about really being seduced. The new perspective card is a green leaf, and that's just making me feel the grass isn't greener on the other side. So this person, I feel like, has learned a really important lesson from this experience that, not everything that glitters is gold, and that when you're in a really good relationship, it's easy to forget how good you really have it. And I feel like this person is really wanting to try to redeem themselves and have a fresh start here. I feel like there's something here where this person had the seed of doubt in the beginning. You're getting this confusion, I don't know card. And it feels like this person, it's like they started thinking of themselves marrying you or having a very, very serious commitment. Or maybe you were even married. But there's a seed of doubt that comes in with this person's energy of, where they're just not sure. And I think when you're making a major decision that, marriage is a major decision. I know a lot of people get divorced these days, but it is a major decision. You are joining with someone in every legal way that you can join with someone, and, just in every way. I mean, this is a major decision. And I feel like it's easy when you're up against this decision to really have a lot of fears and doubts creep in. I mean, we have all heard about cold feet and this and that. And I feel like it wasn't that this person had any doubts in you. It's that it's more that it was triggered by the fact that this person was starting to see themselves marrying you. And it's like, I feel this other person took advantage of that seed of doubt, whether they knew about the seed of doubt or not. It's like it was there and they were able to exploit it. however that is, whatever that is. I'm not making excuses for this person at all, by the way. It's just, this is the energy that I'm connecting with. And so there's something where it's like this person had not reached emotional mastery of themselves, and they were still kind of in that reactionary phase where they feel something like fear and they act on it. You know, they make a decision out of fear, which is a decision you're going to doubt, you're going to regret every single time, you know? And I feel like now they feel like through this, they may have gotten into a relationship with this other person, and through that connection, it's like they're realizing that it was not ever the connection itself. It was this person with this person making this major life decision that triggered it. And they're realizing that now that they've had this distance, now that they've had this opportunity to look back on this relationship, they're realizing what it was all along was the fact that it is a major decision. And they're realizing now they feel like they have a much better grip on their emotions and they don't react in the same way. So they feel like if they come back, they will get a different result. You see what I'm saying? They feel the change within themselves that is making them confident that if they came back, they would have a different result. I feel like that if this is resonating with you, this person may even literally say that to you. So you're getting, I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. I will make things right between us one day. You are never far from my mind. Even though I don't show it, I'm sorry for how things went between us, and I will come back for you. There's just this energy of this person has no more doubt. This person, you know, they don't wonder if they can or if they would. It's like, it's more as if they're hoping to have the chance. We're gonna dive into the tarot too. But they're also saying, I admire you because you have the perfect balance. See, I don't think you're not as emotionally reactionary as this person was. I admire you because you put family first. This person can definitely see you as the parent of their children. I am attracted to you because you know how to bring people together. Yeah, they feel like you're someone who supports teams, someone who supports friends. They feel like you're very generous with your time and energy for those who matter to you. And then you're getting, I am inspired by you because you don't flaunt your beauty. I think they feel that there's a sophistication about you that is a little bit, it's hard to find. I think you may be the only person that they know that they feel that way about, or that they've kind of noticed that in. All right, let's look at the tarot. You're getting the Eight of Swords, which is this being overwhelmed by this decision. So they took reckless action to get some kind of attention, some kind of recognition, to try to get what they needed that they were missing. Look at all these swords. This person was way, way, way in their head. And you know, here's the thing. Our thoughts create these disturbances within us. And when our thoughts do this to us, we have a tendency as human beings to react outside ourselves, to try to change something outside ourselves to relieve ourselves of the inner disturbance, instead of looking within ourselves, becoming the awareness and realizing that it's the decision that's creating this feeling of overwhelm, of stuck, of stagnancy, of I just can't breathe is what I'm getting from this. So this person, how they responded to this was to take reckless action, to try to get attention or to try to change something to make themselves feel better. And, you know, you're going to regret a decision like that every single time. I mean, you know, I can only imagine how much it hurt to be on the receiving end of this kind of energy. And my heart goes out to you. I can just see so much humanness in this energy and just feel there's a humility in the energy that I feel. But again, I feel like if this reading is resonating with you, when this person comes back to tell you, they're going to tell you all about this. They've observed it. They've become aware of it now. And they've also become, and they've become aware of it because their actions led them back to this place where they knew they needed to become aware of it. Like what the result of their actions was not at all what they wanted. And they realized, like, wow, I acted recklessly. Why did I act recklessly? Because I was feeling this way around this decision that I had to make, or that I felt like it was inevitable. Okay. So if I'm your person, my thoughts are just basically, I messed up. I messed up. I made a huge mistake. I took a reckless action and I messed up. And they just keep thinking that. And they also keep thinking I'm coming back for my person. And I hope that they'll take me back. And I'm just going to lay it all out there. Here's what I think they're going to say. They're going to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because I made a huge mistake. I couldn't understand what was happening to me at the time, but I was becoming overwhelmed. And it's not because of anything you did or anything that you said. It's because I started seeing you as my long-term partner for life. And I think I got in my head and I overthought the situation and I allowed myself to become so confused. And I didn't realize what was really bothering me. And so I thought it must be my situation. It must be, this relationship. It must be that. It must be that, And I don't want to make any excuses for my behavior. All I want to say is that it wasn't you. It was me, for sure. I feel horrible because you didn't deserve what I did. I really felt unsure and overwhelmed by the depth of our connection, by what I was feeling, what I was thinking. And I made an action that was absolutely ridiculous. I just wanted relief from the way that I was feeling. I didn't think about you. I didn't think about me. I didn't think about the relationship. I didn't think at all. I guess I thought so much and had worried myself and confused myself so much that I just didn't want to think anymore. And so I was reckless. And I mistreated the person who means the most to me in the entire world. And I understand if you don't believe me because, gosh, it's impossible even for me to understand why you would treat someone that you love so much like that. Why you would disrespect them. Why you would take a chance at losing the thing that means the most to you in the entire world. Why would you do that? And all I can tell you is I started seeing it as a long-term thing and I became overwhelmed by it. And it's no excuse. It's completely me. It had nothing to do with you. I just want you to know that from the moment I left until the moment I'm standing here, I've been thinking about how I could come back to you, how I could ever tell you how sorry I am, how I could try to find some way to redeem myself in your eyes. You are one of the most special people I've ever met. You are beautiful, but you don't flaunt it. You have this way of bringing people together and making everyone feel comfortable, making everyone feel welcome. You put the people that matter most to you ahead of everything else in the world. And somehow you do this with perfect balance and perfect grace. I know I don't deserve it, but will you give me a second chance, a fresh start, the opportunity to prove to you how much you mean to me? All right, pile one, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it brings you some peace and clarity. And gosh, guys, if this reading resonated with you, I would deeply, deeply appreciate it if you would like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell so that you get notified when I put a new reading out. I'm just starting out this channel, and it's a real passion project, and I appreciate and am super grateful for every ounce of support. So until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, pile two, the lapis lazuli. I'm just going to put these down here. Gosh, where is all this energy coming from? Man, oh man. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, pile two. You're getting home, mirroring, breakup, finances, guidance, jealousy, and karmic partner. You know, I feel like there's some kind of breakup here. I feel like there was some kind of financial strain. This may have been where it's like when we can't afford to go out and do exciting things, and the weight of the relationship rests in, you know, spending quality time together, you know, without a lot of money to do exciting things like go to concerts or go to places where it's like you may have had a very exciting life at one point. I feel like I feel the energy of concerts for whatever reason, and like going out to dinner and movies and stuff, but having a lot of money to do fun things in life, or to do things where you weren't relying on the bulk of the relationship wasn't riding on the conversation or the communication, or always having something new to say to each other, or having to find a creative way to enjoy spending time together. It's kind of like, I feel like for a lot of you, something with finances came into play and things got hard. And then there had to be communication about maybe like, how are we going to pay the bills? Or I can't afford to do that. Maybe one person even had a downturn in money, or had an increase in expenses or something like that. And so one person could afford it, but the other person couldn't anymore. And that may have caused some kind of friction or tension that ended up in a breakup. There's something here about there's a very passionate energy. I don't know if this is both people or one person, but there's this energy of where like an ego is triggered. Like what I'm specifically picking up on, and I don't usually like to do stories that are this specific, but I am picking up on like possibly a divine masculine or a masculine who can't afford any longer the lifestyle, and they don't really want to admit it. Like their ego is triggered, and so they kind of there's a breakup, and the breakup may actually be around this finances, and the other person may actually not have no idea that that's what it was. Well, it is sort of the finances, but it's also this ego of just like, I don't want to acknowledge it, I don't want to admit it. And then this person may have gone back to an ex. And I feel like this person has kind of a bad habit of going back to this ex, or this ex is always there and always available. And there are a lot of memories there. This person knows that this person isn't their person, but there's also this energy of just like, it makes me feel better to, not be by myself after, feeling a little triggered in the ego, But I feel like this person is also they keep an eye, because I don't think they actually wanted to break up. I think they just could not, their ego and their pride couldn't let them acknowledge or admit what was really going on here. And if it's not finances, it's probably something else. It's some kind of insecurity. It's some kind of scarcity mindset. A lot of times scarcity shows up in the energy of like pentacles or finances. So it doesn't have to be money, but I do feel like for a lot of you, there is something financial here. Or this person may have afforded it all on credit cards before, and then it wasn't sustainable, and now the bills are coming in and this person can't afford the lifestyle anymore, and so this person needed to get out of whatever they had gotten into. And maybe one of that or part of that was this relationship. But there's this situation where I keep feeling like a fish out of water. Like, there's something about soul recognition that happened in this relationship where it's like there was almost this immediate acknowledgement that it felt like home to be with this person. Your soul felt so comfortable there. And, you when you leave home, you always get homesick. Always. Like if you loved home, if home was a good place, if home was, kind of a soft place to fall, you miss it when you leave it, even if you leave it for some big break or some big opportunity or whatever, it's like you're still homesick sometimes. And I feel like that happens. I feel like there are almost like these cycles, or there's like this constant energetic cycle, and you may feel it. You may feel like you're riding a bit of a wave here, where it's like at times it's bearable, it's manageable. It's like you manage to not really think about the person, whatever. And then sometimes it's like super intense and it just hits you out of nowhere, out of the blue. This is that person. It's like when they can sort of get along, and then it's like, but when they miss you with like everything that they are. You know what I mean? It builds to that place. They really struggle not riding the extremes in life. I feel that way. Like they struggle to sit in the middle of the road, and I feel like there's this energy of just you felt it, you feel it still. It's familiar, especially if you lived with this person, you definitely have ridden this wave with them before. It was just about different things, but it's the same type of energy buildup. It's like this person builds up to a certain place and then they release the buildup because they can't keep it in anymore. And then they're okay for a while, but it's gradually already building again. So I feel like if this is your pile, if this pile resonates with you, you have experienced that kind of energy. So what this person is saying is, I just got caught up in the moment. That's this person, because if you catch them in that moment where they're really at the crescendo of their energetic wave, I don't know how else to say it, they're very susceptible to making a reckless or bad decision. I feel too much pressure right now. Yeah, they're in that top part of the wave. And then I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you. I think this person calms themselves down by thinking about what they would say, how they would come back, what would happen, kind of manifesting really. And then they say there are still so many unsaid things between us. This person doesn't think this is over. This person thinks they're coming back. This person thinks that they're getting their crap together and they're coming back or something. Let's see. I feel like I've lost you and I'm not coping well with it. See, I told you. You've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you. We're connecting. That's this energy that totally I feel. Then you get, honestly, I pretend to be someone I'm not because being vulnerable feels uncomfortable. Yes, this person's ego and pride are just, this person has to get that under control. All right. And then they're saying, I am attracted to you because your loving nature creates harmony. I am attracted to you because you are tougher than they know. I just felt Gemini energy right there. So take that as it resonates. It could be a placement, it could be a time of year, June, the end of May, June. Gemini full moon is coming up. And that's what it is. It's like this person, it's almost like the phases of the moon, how their wave. And then it's, I am attracted to you because you are not afraid to shine. This person's intimidated by you. There's definitely a scarcity mindset or an insecurity here. I am attracted to you because you don't lower your standards. See, being with you makes this person feel like they have accomplished something, and being with other people doesn't make them feel that way, and especially not their karmic partner that makes them feel comfortable. That person doesn't challenge them in any way, and they don't feel special because it's like they just know. They're taking that person for granted too. But with you, it's like they know that you don't just accept anyone. And so being with you makes them feel like they have achieved or accomplished something. And I feel like they don't feel that way very often, or they haven't been made to feel that way much in their life. It's something that really actually matters to them way more than they have admitted. Yes, okay, Four of Pentacles, that scarcity mindset, the High Priestess. See, this person, this energy right here, look, they're even facing the same way. And look, I mean, she's even got her leg bent. Look at that. They think that they have you on a pedestal. I'll just tell you, look, and they're not letting go. They want another chance. Look at this. This situation, ooh, you're not talking to them, and the more you don't talk to them, the more they want you. I'm just telling you. With the Ace of Wands, especially, it's like pointing directly at the High Priestess. This person wants you back. If they thought there was something they could do to get you back right now, I think they would do it. They're definitely not letting you go. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Those are both extremely strong energies of holding on. They know that you have your guard up, and they know that they're going to have to go through possibly like a lot of tests or really show you how bad they want it. I'm also getting this Ace of Wands and this Nine of Wands add together to the Ten of Wands. They're close to completing the cycle of this burdensome energy. It's like they're at the top of the wave crescendo right now. But it's never ending. It's this cycle of it starts, I want, and then it builds. I can't let go. I can't let go. I can't let go. I feel like you're exhausted from this. I feel like you feel it. I feel like you're getting tired of the up and down of it. And I do feel like you're respecting yourself. Really and truly, with the High Priestess energy, I just think it's amazing. You can feel them holding on. You intuitively already know everything that I'm saying. Like if this is your reading, you already know this. All right, so if I'm your partner or if I'm your person, this is what I think they would say. Keep in mind that I don't think that they take accountability for their actions. I'm sorry if I hurt you. I never intended to hurt you. I don't mean to hurt you. I just became overwhelmed by the pressure I was feeling about everything. And I couldn't figure out how to make it work anymore. And so I figured the only thing I could do, and the best thing I could do, and that I could do for you, was to walk away. Because sometimes I think you're too good for me. Sometimes I think I don't deserve you. I love you. I don't mean to hurt you. I feel like I lost you and it hurts me. I can feel it when you think about me because we're still so connected. I know that I have to do things right and I have to do things better. And that if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I need to talk to you about it. The thing is, after I got overwhelmed and I reacted like that and I made some bad choices, it's like I thought, why didn't I just tell her? She could have helped me with it. Or he could have helped me with it. And I don't know, I guess I just didn't want to burden you with my burdens. You're so beautiful. You're like the sun. You're like this ray of light. I love you. I think you're beautiful. I'm sorry. I got caught up in a bad moment. I was feeling like trash about myself. I was feeling overwhelmed. I couldn't figure out what to say or how to say it. I want you back. I don't want to hurt you again. I don't want to hurt you anymore. I can't let you go because I just love you too much. All right, pile 2, that is what I have for you. I really hope that that helps. I hope that brings you some peace and clarity. If it does, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I really do appreciate it. This is a new channel, so if you really enjoyed that reading or it really resonated with you, I will be posting more pick-a-cards. You might want to click the notification bell and the subscribe if you want to see my videos in the future. As it's such a small channel, you're probably not going to see my videos unless you do that. All right. Plus, I really appreciate your support on my channel. This is a real passion project and I love it, and I really hope that you love it too. All right, until next time, pile 2, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Last pile, the Shiva Lingam. Let's see what we have here. Oof. Okay. I hope you can see all that. Yeah. All right. So, pile 3, you are getting betrayal, boundaries, dreams, retreat, energy, friendships, dating, and romance. Listen, I feel like this is someone where the relationship really started off as a friendship. It may have even been some type of like creative endeavor or something that brought you together, or some kind of hobby, pastime, interest. That really brought you together and talking about it. And then you realized that there was something more possibly. I feel like, when a guy betrays you, or like when a significant other betrays you, there's a part of you that kind of knows that there was some possibility of that. You know what I mean? But when your best friend betrays you, that is a kind of stab in the back that like is really hard to get over. I mean, they're both very hard to get over. I'm not trying to diminish one or even really compare the two because they're different things. But I think it's like, I'm just picking up on an energy where it's like I could have gotten over the betrayal of some guy I was dating. But because of the nature of the relationship, it made it a lot harder. It's like you didn't just lose the person you were dating, you also lost the friendship. You also, for some of you, I keep feeling this has something to do with a work relationship, or there's some other external relationship to this. You may even have friends in common or something like that that makes it super awkward and uncomfortable. I feel like, and also, there's this energy of where, the friendship sort of maybe became friends with benefits without really ever having kind of a strict definition of what it was. There was just this sort of mutual, we're spending all of our time together and we're hooking up. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. There's just something here that feels a little like it's not fully defined. Like we think we both have an understanding, but I don't know. And that's probably not for everyone, but that's definitely for somebody because I can feel it even in my gut as I say it. And so there's this energy of, I feel like this person betrayed a trust for sure. I feel it's possible that yeah, I feel like there's something here where it's almost even like I kind of get this feeling of they brought someone to an event or something, or they brought like a third party kind of energy. And it's like you couldn't really say anything because technically, what is it? But it was a bit humiliating or embarrassing, and it was unexpected. There's some element of it where there's a little bit of a shock or a little bit of a surprise here. And it also doesn't, it feels a little public, or it feels a little, there's something about this betrayal where it's like, I don't just stick the knife in, I turn it. I don't know what that is, but that's exactly how it's coming across. So also there's like a lock here, and I keep getting, you put the key in and you turn it. So I don't know what that is, but it required you to put up very strong boundaries with this person and really cut them off, including even energetically. I feel like this person reaches out to you. You may astral travel, like especially if you have dreams that include any kind of place of transportation, like an airport, a train station, a bus, a car, anything like that. You probably are astral traveling and meeting this person if you believe in that kind of stuff. I'm not here to prove or disprove anything for anyone, even myself. But there's just this astral travel energy around this dreams card where it's like this person is still reaching out to you. This person is, and I feel like for a lot of you may even be so powerful spiritually that you can shut them out. You can energetically like put up a block, like, no, I'm not going with there. I'm not indulging you on that. It's like, this person really does have a lot of feelings for you, or that you hold that special place in your heart. Like if they were going to pick somebody, it would be you. You're pretty confident, and I feel you're right. But there's this energy of, it's like an immaturity, or I don't want to say a blatant disrespect, but you know what I mean? It's like, what were you thinking? It's just, it's in such poor taste. I don't know what this is. But I feel like it has something to do with another person or another situation, or like, it could even be where you do work together or something, and this person did something to undermine you at work, or I don't know. I don't know. But there's definitely some kind of betrayal here that was particularly bitter. It was a very bitter pill to swallow. All right. So this person is saying the thought of you still does things to me. You know that. And then you have this person saying, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. I'm really bad at commitment. It's really hard for me to open up. I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. Okay. I feel with this person, and there's an energy of, because there's this friendship and there's an ease of being together, you know this person better than anybody. You've gotten closer than anyone. And I think you were so close, in fact, that this person felt that you were a little too close. So they like shut the door, and they shut it in such a dramatic way that they wouldn't ever have to really revisit it again, because for whatever reason, this person doesn't like to go deep. They don't like to meet themselves deeply, and they don't like people that put them in a position where they have to meet themselves deeply and meet them deeply. You know what I'm saying? And the connection here was so strong that it had to be met deeply. I feel like this person does struggle with monogamy. I think it's because this person gets in their head a lot. I feel this energy of, you know, when they're able to just kind of like focus on one relationship, or they're in a situation that feels comfortable or feels good, it feels like the other shoe is going to drop any minute, or they're so used to like trauma bonds and toxicity and codependency or relationships with narcissists or something, that they struggle to be in a place that is like sort of calm, sort of stable, and sort of supportive. It's like they have to bring some conflict or chaos into the mix. I do feel, by the way, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's clearly for someone, that other people do see this about this person. If you doubt this, if you wonder this, I feel like other people do realize this. Like they don't think you're stupid. It's like they see exactly what happened here, for whoever that's for. This person really struggles to be emotionally authentic. They have to have some kind of shame or guilt or regret or something within them that they're not trying to face, some wounding that they haven't healed. And, you know, I feel like this person, they care a lot about their image. They care a lot about what other people say, which might seem ironic considering how they treated you. But I think that they either have gotten themselves in with someone else or with something else where they feel a sense of duty or obligation, and they feel that if they're super dedicated to that, people will forget what happened between the two of you, and they won't hold it against them or let it affect their image. I don't know. That feels though true. Right. Okay. And see, and this saying, I have this responsibility, I have this duty, it does a few things for them. I think they think that it's helping restore other people's faith in them as a person with integrity, because I don't think that they really have a ton of integrity, or at least not when it comes to romantic dating. But it also lets them avoid the emotion and let them avoid there even being a question about being able to come back or being able to try again. Like, they don't have to face the loss or the emotions of it. They're just focused on this responsibility, the responsibility aspect of it. They don't introspect. They're not asking themselves a lot of questions about how they're feeling and stuff, because it's just like, I have to focus on this. This is my responsibility. This is my priority. Your person is also getting, it's easier to block everything out right now. I'd rather ignore my emotions. I know I've acted childishly. I don't know how to approach you. Yeah, this person doesn't even know how to make it right. So they just want to avoid the whole thing altogether by focusing on this responsibility, talking about this responsibility. You're the missing puzzle piece that makes me feel that I'm right where I belong. Yeah, this person misses you like crazy. They do, because they've never been able to feel so at home with another person before in their life. Yeah, this person's life is crumbling. They're trying so hard to hold it together, but they're putting all of their focus and all their energy on something that's not meant for them, so that they can avoid this, so that they don't have to face this, so that they don't have to feel these feelings or even deal with the root cause, the root wounding that triggered this entire reaction. My life is falling apart and I'm struggling. I want this so badly, but I'm afraid of getting hurt, so I self-sabotage. Clearly. All right, let's see what this person is saying. I'm inspired by you because you take the path less traveled. I admire you because you are loving and wise. I am inspired by you because you have a way with words. I admire you because you have a lot of patience. Yeah, I feel like this person feels like most people would not have treated them as decently as you have. In the relationship, out of the relationship, whatever. I feel like you may have really taken a lot of time to express yourself to this person at one point. And I feel like they were pretty affected by it. I feel like they return to that. They think about that a lot. this person really sees you as unconditionally loving and a soft place to fall. And, you know, when you are used to toxicity, it's hard to accept someone who is giving you something that is so healthy. And it's like you want that, but you also don't feel comfortable receiving that. There's almost this like, I'm not worthy of it, or I don't deserve it, or I've never known it before. And it just feels so good that I'm afraid that if I get too used to it, I'll have to live without it. This person just thinks you're wise. They think that, you know, if you have a curiosity or if you develop an interest in something, you'll research it, you'll figure it out, you'll get to the bottom of it. They think of you as being like very resourceful, kind of unstoppable. Oi. Oh my gosh. Wow. There are just all kinds of obstacles and delays here, and I feel like it's because this person has a blockage in their heart chakra. We start this reading off with the Two of Pentacles, which is my card for the choice between love and fear. And when you're waffling here and you sometimes make choices out of love and sometimes make choices out of fear, or worse yet, make choices strictly out of fear, there's a certain unpredictability about that. And there's a certain, well, self-sabotaging nature to that, right? Because the decisions that we make out of fear, we tend to regret. They tend to not reflect what we actually want. And so we have a tendency to wish we could take those back. But it's coming from a place within this person where I feel they have an emotional blockage and they really don't want to face it. It's like they have a guard at the door and they put up all these boundaries here, even for themselves. So so they don't have to deal with it. So they don't have to look at it and they don't have to face it. I feel like there's something with this person where they feel like the seeds of this relationship have been planted and that even if you're not together, they continue to grow. I feel like it's almost what I'm getting is, you know, when someone's keeping track of the days, like that 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5 goes like this, or like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5 goes like this. You know, when they're counting days like on a calendar or a wall or something, like how many days it's been since they've seen you, how many days until they're going to see you again. Oh, there's something this person is realizing here, which is like they'll never stop missing you. I just got that so strongly. I actually have a chill just even saying it. It's like, you know, they're realizing that someday they're going to make a choice to choose you, to choose this relationship. Like when things have changed with these butterflies and this Princess of Wands card, then they're going to make this choice. They're going to be brave. They're going to be strong. They're going to come forward and they're going to choose this relationship. It's just going to take time. All right. If I'm your person, they also feel like they have no choice but to make the decision that they're making right now. It's not really in their power here. Like any other route is kind of blocked off or off limits to them right now. But they feel like it's just a matter of time. Okay, so if I'm your person, here's what I'm going to say to you. I miss you. I miss your friendship. I miss the times we used to have. I miss the way that you made me feel so cared for. I'm really sorry for the way that I treated you. I know there's absolutely no excuse that could ever make sense. The only thing that I can tell you is that I think I cared about you so much and things seemed to be going so well that I did what I always do. I self-sabotaged. I'm not used to people like you. I'm not used to being genuinely cared for. I'm not used to having something so healthy in my life. I've had a rocky road from the very beginning. I totally understand why you put up boundaries, but I freaking miss you. I miss you so much. I have some serious shortcomings and I know it. And I know that you knew it. I'm terrible at commitment. I don't know if I'm even cut out to be in a relationship or have relationships. I've never been able to do them right. And sometimes it's like it just becomes easier to walk away from the relationship or to pretend it doesn't matter to me the way that it does, then face it, then stay there, then face the demons that exist within me that want to sabotage it, that want to ruin it, that basically get scared. You are one of the most incredible people I've ever met. You're loving, you're wise, you're patient. You're a free spirit. You're not afraid to blaze your own trail. You have said things to me in such a way that I can understand them. And I'm sure other people have tried to say them to me. It just didn't make sense when other people said it, and it finally registered when you did. You have a way with words, and you're so intelligent and just... You know so much about so many things. Sometimes it's a little intimidating. Sometimes I felt like I just didn't deserve you. And I figured one day you'd probably figure that out too. It always made me feel imbalanced. Like, you're so much better than me. Why would you want to be with me? And it triggered that place within me that I didn't want to face, that I didn't want to deal with, that I didn't want to look at. There's not a day that's gone by that I haven't missed you, that I haven't thought about you, that I haven't wanted to go back and make a different choice, that I haven't wanted to just pick up the phone and call you. I don't know what to do because I never thought I'd find anybody who's so right for me. But I suck at this. I'm no good at relationships. And I don't want to keep hurting you. I feel like my whole life is falling apart right now. I'm struggling. I don't know how to keep it together. I want you. I want you back. But I know I'm just going to mess it up again. All right, pile 3, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it brings you some peace and clarity. If it does, let me know. Like, share, subscribe. I really do appreciate your support on this channel. This is my new baby channel. And we're just getting off the ground here. So any support, I really and truly and genuinely appreciate. If you guys could, if this resonates, please hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You probably won't see my videos unless you do. All right, this is what I have for you, and I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.